Hey everyone. So let's be honest. The vast majority of people today are seeing a whole lot of additional pressures piled on top of the usual ones we see in our working lives. The pandemic has separated people. We're behind plastic screens. Many are working from home for the first time. We have social distancing, and people are using uncomfortable PPE or masks in their everyday jobs when they never had to do that before. Now, a lot of people are struggling with that combined change. Obviously, some countries are more strict than others on these measures, and in Ireland in particular, the rules are very strict. Now, added to this, one survey by Gallup outlined that about 2/3 of employees worldwide are either disengaged with their job or they're not actively engaged. They're just drifting along day to day. They're very much more likely to lack passion for what they do. They don't really care enough to truly shine in their job, to innovate, to create, or put anything more than the bare minimum into what they do. Now, if you're in that situation, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed or lacking in motivation and direction, you're probably going to struggle to make your targets, to make progress, to enjoy your job, or to make even positive changes in your life. Now, being resilient in the face of all that, okay, being able to tough it out so you can get on, that can be supported by 3 very simple concepts. Now, these are, number 1, having a long-term goal. Number 2, fostering a positive mindset. And number 3, cultivating inner drive, motivation. Now, of course, it's very easy for me just to list those 3 things, okay? There's a bit of work in getting them together, but the magic happens when you act on them to bring them about, when you combine them. So why not make it your mission to do exactly that? So try this. Sit down and define exactly what it is you want from your career or your life. Set the goal. Write it down and make it absolutely crystal clear. You can use the technique of SMART goals. That makes it specific. That is, as we say, you're crystal clear on it. Measurable, okay, so that you know exactly when you have achieved it. Achievable, which means that you have the talents, the skills, the wherewithal to bring it about. Relevant or realistic, again, is it a realistic goal or is it a pipe dream that will never be attainable? So make it relevant, make it realistic in your life. And time bound. So give yourself whatever it is, a week, a month, a year, 5 years to bring that major change around. Okay? That's called the SMART goal technique. Next, cultivate a positive mindset. Again, that's easier said than done, but get to work on it. You can start by looking up Martin Seligman on positive psychology and look at what he called the PERMA model, P-E-R-M-A. Now finally, it's about cultivating drive, or that fire in your belly that helps you stick at it, to dig in and to work towards your goals. Now, in cultivating inner drive or motivation, what motivates you? If you're struggling with that, then Daniel Pink has an amazing book. You can look it up. It's simply called Drive. But what I would recommend is to try to find work or a role or an activity or career that gives you what's called intrinsic motivation. That is, you do it because you like to do it. Okay? Not necessarily because it pays you. Now, when you do something in exchange for a wage, for cash, for a salary, that's called extrinsic motivation, which is absolutely fine as well. But over time, many people struggle to find meaning and true satisfaction in extrinsic motivation. Okay? But when you find something that motivates you intrinsically, you'll never have an issue getting out of bed in the morning because you'll just love what you do. You just got to make sure that it pays you. Okay? Now, I'll put the links to what I've just discussed in the description so you can look everything up, and I will talk to you again in the coming days. All right, take care. Bye-bye.